Hey, 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 welcome to the wheat field. What up, y'all? What is up? How's it going on? How is your day? I hope you rose and got up and feeling great. If it is the night or the afternoon, well, welcome. And I hope it was great. I hope it was beautiful. Whatever it is, or whatever time it was, or it is in your now, like your now right now, whenever that now is, I hope the whole rest of those nows that you just went through were awesome, were great, were amazing. And I'm really glad that you came to this space. I really, really am. And if you stick around to the end and you vibe with this here whole thing, then subscribe. Sometimes it could be a little choppy. Sometimes it could be a little thick. It could start off like cooking with cold Crisco. I'm just saying. We might have to scoop it on out and throw that in a pan, you know what I mean, and get it warmed up before we could really get to cooking with hot grease. But if you hang out and just rock with your girl, we get there. I'm just saying. It's a whole time. We need to get that sip. Because in my now, it's still early. And I need this sip. So you get you a sip. I'm going to get a sip. Let's take a sip. Okay. Mmm. Yes. We have prayed, y'all. We did. We got up, we did some prayer, we did some affirmations. I feel like we need some more light. Do y'all think we need some sunlight? No, Spirit said we good. We good. We good with the light. Okay. We just gonna head on in. I have no idea what Spirit wants to say this morning. But Spirit did pull out a couple of decks. Like I said, we got some prayer. We did, yes. We did some deep breathing. We actually been working on this technique of deep breathing. It's a new thing that I've learned. It ain't new, but it's new to me because I didn't remember that I was supposed to be doing this, right? Spirit said it is a practice of bringing air in one upside one nostril and flowing it down the other, like a positive and a negative charge. So if you were to think about like each nostril, one side being positive, which one would be positive? Positive, what side be negative? Negative. Okay, so positive charge and negative, right? So bringing in positive air, right, and then blowing out, it's kind of flow through process, and it get a negative charge, would pick up. What do we do? It's the confusion and all the stuff that's in the inside, that's in the breath, that's in the air. Is that something like that? What is it? I feel confusion and conflict. Am I confused over the thing? Hey, I do feel confused. I need to have more revelation, right? Okay, so we learning on this thing. We're going to have to sit and do some more studying. But the basic premise is that you breathe up one side and you blow out the other side. And you practice. It's like, because we just think we breathe just sniffing in and out. No, it's a whole other practice to how you can do this here thing. You can breathe up one side and breathe down the other side, and it supposed to help balance out your energies. It's got something to do with balancing out like your energy citizen. Is that right, Father? Getting you to balance. And I can't really always explain it very good just quite yet. But the more we learn about it, the more we going to teach about it, okay? Because I'm on a double mission here to be learning and to teaching. So we going to do that. Because, I mean, the time to do it is now. Because if I don't do it now, then when I'm going to do it? Because it's always right now. All right, Father, you ready to jump into some cards? All right, Father said we going to go on back to the roots. Yeah, I got to get this energy in my hand from the cards. Oh, yeah, we have to do that. I don't know why we do that, but we do that, don't we, Father? Yes. Just be guiding me to do stuff that I'm supposed to do that I don't even know I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. See this right here? Yep. See, my deck was upside down. Just made me flip it the right way. I love it. And I think that's another part about being balanced in the breath, the flow of the breath, and practicing mindful breathing. I think that's a good thing about it. Is that it, Father? Don't talk about it? Okay, we good. Again, Father said on a different day, because we're not really all the way there yet. We haven't had enough revealed for us to be able to talk about it in a way where we don't give misinformation. Is that right? Yes, okay. So we're just going to make sure that we continue to learn on that. So if anybody else is interested, it is a breathing flow. It's a breathing technique in meditation. And it's literally up one nostril and down the other, like a positive and negative breathing. So if you want to learn about it while I'm learning about it, feel free to leave me a comment and, a clip, a book, or whatever you think that's interesting and, will give you know, listen to the conversation. Just throw some nuggets on up in there. You know what I'm trying to say. It's early. Let's get another sip. Let's just get a sip. Because I feel like we got a card right here. Is it the top one? No, the second from the top. Yep, I felt it. Okay. Yeah. Father says second from the top, so we ain't going to take this. We're going to take this one right here. We just taught on this, y'all. We just taught on this. So, I don't know who you are here in YouTube land my week, but somebody is going through a radical rebirth. Is that right, my Father? Yes. If there is any energy that's around this earth that runs to and fro from the earth, is that right, Father? Yes. Please seal them out of this space. They cannot come if you say it is so. Do you say that this space is sealed, Father? Yes. Please, Ashe it. Ashe. Thank you. Somebody going through a radical rebirth, y'all. Again, radical. Let's get my finger off of that number. You see that? Number 5. And a radical rebirth is conflict. It's conflicting. Do you want another card? I'll show you that. Thank you, Father. So we're just going to talk about a radical rebirth. Okay? And I was actually talking about this lioness and lion kind of feeling. Is this a lion? The lioness? Do I go there? Nope. Okay, we ain't going to go down that way. Is this a wand she got in her hand? Yeah, it is. This is like a staff. What's that on the top, Father? A crystal. Okay. So is she wielding is her crystal charged? And where is the energy coming from her charge? From heaven. So she has a wand, a tool in her hand associated with the crystal that could wield the heavenly energy. Is that right? Okay. Does she know what does this energy know what they're supposed to be doing yet? No. So you may be a person that's going through a rebirth and a change. And whatever that it is going on in your life is causing you conflict. I feel mental conflict, emotional conflict. You may be feeling really off balance, trying to figure out how to get to the center. Like no matter what you do, you tilt it from one way on it off your axis or on the other axis. And it's like just like you see Father's like it's like Willy Womp is just really unstable. Yeah, unstable. Like a weeble wobble almost. Like you going around, you won't fall down because you're so resilient, I feel, that you won't fall. But you get knocked all the way down. Like, don't you know, like back in the day they used to have them toys, like it was like a blow up thing with the weight at the bottom, and every time something hit it, it like go all the way down, but then it popped right back up, and then there's this motion of it kind of coming back to settle. That's what I feel right now, like literally. Is that right? Yes. Father says unstable, right? And it's because of the radical rebirth that you're going through. Somebody is definitely feeling unstable, and it's because of this radical rebirth. You are changing. You are changing, and everything around you is kind of chaotic, and it feels like you're fighting. It feels like Father is like you got your dukes up, like you fighting everything. Like there's no peace anywhere. Like everything is chaotic, and everything is just churning. Yes. Is there anything else that I didn't say? I shaded that. Where should we go now? Nowhere? Is there something that you would like to say to the week? Source says to relax yourself, meditate, and breathe. Ooh. So almost to Father is saying to relax yourself, to meditate, and to breathe, to bring yourself to center, right? And one of the ways to do that is this type of breathing. So maybe you need to go on a discovery my week, because Father is not letting me say, and I don't have enough knowledge yet in this type of meditation technique to even really share. I can only say that just touching on the tip of it, that is there for you to discover and dig deeper. One of the places that I was learning it from was the Bhagavad Gita. Of course, the Bhagavad Gita, its teachings is very similar in terms of how we perform the closest to the Most High, the relationship, and everything. So it is the same lessons, same teachings, very, 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 very foundational teachings. And how we use breath, because we don't realize breath is one of the first things that we take for granted. Is it not, Father? It is. It is one of the first things that we take for granted. Breath is so much more than just receiving oxygen and expelling carbon dioxide. It is a connecting force, a spiritual force that connects us to our source. First and foremost, it connects us to all of each other, and all of creation is connected by it. It balances us out. It is a energy flow, and we breathe creation in and we push it back out. We are constantly breathing it in and pushing it back out all at the same time. And to balance ourselves with that force is very critical. And it is a piece that's missing from us in this day and age. We do not do it enough. So to take a few minutes first thing in the day, mindfulness during the middle of the day, mindfulness at the end of your day, and mindfulness before you go to sleep, to breathe, to focus on removing and purging the negativity, on balancing your energy out. Again, up one nostril, your right nostril, breathe up. Let it sit. Rise up into the brain and let it sit. And then flow down the left side. And blow it all the way out. You can breathe back up, left side. Let it sit. Breathe back down the right side. And I can only show you that because that is what the Spirit is having me do in this moment. So with that, back to this card, yes. Source says to relax and to meditate. Meditate, meditate, meditate. Morning, noon, night. Morning, noon, night. Morning, noon, night. Morning, noon, night. Okay, so then it's an extra. So start morning, noon, and night, and increase your frequency in how much you meditate per day. Is that it, Father? Yes? No? What should we do? Meditate more. Meditate more. Is it rising, top of the day, and the end of the day, at night, going to bed, setting? Is it sunset? Sun down. Okay, sundown. So the rising, top of the day, and at sundown, we meditate those times. Yes? Okay. Then we have rising, top of the day, evening, the middle of the going down, right? The evening, and then the going down. Okay. So we should be doing that, right? Okay. That's what I was feeling, increasing it. So if you can do that, rising of the day, Father says, top of the day, in the sun down, we meditate. If we can go, then increase our meditation from rising of the day to the top of the day to the middle of the sun going down, part way through sunset. Is that right, Father? Yes. And then sundown. Yes. I have to say it the way Father says to say it, or I'm going to have to say it again. So, yes. Yes, yes, I surrender to what you said, to your will. Thank you. Are we ready for Soul Journey? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for the messages for these cards. Thank you so much, Father, for being with us. We appreciate your presence. Your presence, thank you so much. We recognize that you are here with us always. And we tap into you and we sit with you and we hear you. And I surrender to your will and I perform the action which you have me do. Alignment, alignment, alignment. Thank you. Let's journey, y'all, because our souls are in this place and we are looking to figure out how to do just that. Yeah, Father says. Yes. Do you want this on here? No? Are we good? Do you want to shuffle? No. Speak? Yes. Source says to always journey. Always be moving. But we are going backwards and first. Backwards and forward. Backward and forward. Backward and forward. Backward and forward. Are we going forward? Are we progressing? No. The progress is there. Why is there no progress? Because it's backwards and forward. Backward and forward. So it's like it's stuck. It's stuck. Okay. So radical rebirth is here, and maybe you're having a radical rebirth because you're stuck energetically, physically, maybe mentally, emotionally. I feel just stuck, and maybe that's why your 5 is so strong. Spirit did give us mental, emotional, like all these different chaos, fighting in every different area. So for me to have the feeling that you are stuck mentally, emotionally, physically, like you're not moving, the to and from, the back and forth, I feel the both sides. Like, is it double-mindedness? No. Is it just ruminating, round and around and around? Yes, yes. Going back and forth, there's no forward motion. Round and around, not back and forth, round and around and around. Thank you, Father. No forward motion because you're just going around and around and around. All right. Is this it? Blame. Somebody is going round and around and around for blame. Yes. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Is it for my well-being? Others. So somebody is accepting responsibility for the well-being of other people. And they are taking that on to self. And it's causing mental conflict. It's causing you to go to be stuck in round and around and around in your mind. Round and round and around. Round and around, backwards and forward, backwards and forward, backwards and forward, I feel. And you are unable to break free and make forward progress. Unable to hear. Can they hear you, Father? No. They're unable to hear, Father. And what are you trying to tell them, Father? Source says to stop. What is this? The truth, the past. Past is now. Past now, gone. Past, the past now, gone, is gone. Now, go forward, go forward. So whatever this is that you're blaming yourself that has something to do with other people, whatever it is in the past. And Father says you have to let the past go. It's in the past and you can't do anything about it. Do they have to let the past go? No. What is it? Use the energy to go forward. Use the energy to propel yourself, to fuel yourself, Father says. All of that energy does something, and it's for you to use it. Is it this? Is it this? Do you want to speak? No, is that it? Oh, just blame. Okay. So, yeah, somebody is going through a radical rebirth, but you're blaming yourself about something. Something in the past has changed you. Something in the past has really, really changed you. And it's caused it, whatever it is radical. And whatever it is now, you're blaming yourself for whatever happened in the past that changed. I feel like there's something that should be right here. Spirit is saying that this is the past. Something happened in the past that leads you into this fight, into this conflict that we see here with self that's pushing you into a radical rebirth. But whatever that is, you're blaming you for it. You are blaming self, and you're taking responsibility for the actions of other people, and you cannot take responsibility. You can only control self. I feel Spirit is saying control self. Just grab a hold of you, right, and surrender to your highest good, surrender to the Most High. And if you could hear and surrender to that, it will help pull you through, get you in motion, get you going. Did I get it out, Father? Yes. Wisdom Oracle is next. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for giving us the fortitude to dig in and to listen, to seek your guidance in this way. Thank you. That animating life force we give it to the cards. Thank you. Use these cards as tools, Father, to deliver your message through your messenger, your willing, surrendered messenger, for your wheat field, for edification unto self, and unto you, for edification unto your wheat, unto you, and unity and edification for the whole, so that we may be edifying unto you, Father. Yes. We know that the harvest is nigh. We know that the harvest is nigh. And if we are to increase the harvest and to become the best bread that we can be, then we need to seek your guidance all times. Is there anything that did I miss the card? Did I miss it? Is it this? Is it this? This one. Okay. Serendipity. Serendipity here is in a challenge. Serendipity is like the greatest happiness, like bliss, and serendipitous. Even just saying the word. Come on, let's get a sip. Let's say serendipitous. Oh, Father, come on with it. That sounds amazing, don't it? Serendipitous. What? And it's a 1 and an 8. A 1 and an 8 is 9. That is reaching the highest level in a current cycle. Right, Father? Yeah. And the highest level of reaching in this current cycle, yeah, is a challenge. Because we just said the harvest is nigh. We'll never know when the time is, but time is always now. So if we approach it like it's now, you'll be ready. Because you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready, my wheat. Come on, Father, until your wheat feel it's time to wake up. Shepherd say it's time to come into the sheepfold. You don't want to be out there? Come on now. Come on in. Come on in. Into the spirit, into yourself. Seeking the Father first. I ain't saying you got to go join nobody's nothing. That is never my recommendation. It ain't even, just saying. To each their own how they find the Father. Is that right, my Father? Yes, to each their own, because it is many pathways to the Father. He didn't say it was just one. Did you say it was just one? No, you did not. There's many pathways to the Father. And we look, we seek diligently. Do we not? Yes. See God everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Do we got another card out of here? Okay, I'm about to put the deck down. You know how I get fired up. You got to pull me back. Father, you got to pull me back. We be having a good time over here, y'all. Folks be thinking I am out of my mind because they always think you crazy until you correct. Don't they, Father? They think you nuts until you right. Ah! Fork in the road. Fork in the road. Who's making a choice? You got to make a choice because that's what time it is. Father say you got to choose. You got to choose, son of God. You do, son of the source. Choose your highest good or not. Highest good or not. Father says it's up to you. You got a choice. You can do what you want to do. Is that right? Yeah. Do they got to listen? They don't. What happens if they don't listen? They come together back when what? And they start all over again. It's another cycle. Is that right, Father? Yeah. Pretty much. Did I pass it? I did. It was pretty. I feel like it's this one down here that is that it? This one? Okay, let's do that again. All right. By the book. Ha! Come on, Father. Father said you got to line this thing up and do it by the book. Father said you got to line that thing up, do it by the book. Father said get your finger off that number there. Because, see, Father called us by number. I don't know if my finger was on it or not. It felt like it was. It's two coming together. 1 and 1 is 2. Getting back together. The unity. Coming back together. Yes. Line that thing up. Do it by the book. That's in the challenge. Folks ain't being able to do stuff by the book. Or whatever you was doing, maybe it wasn't by the book. It wasn't in alignment. Was it in alignment? Father, no. Ooh. Father said it was self-serving. Whatever it was that it was in the past, because it's in that past energy before the 5. Because remember I said it was something that happened in this space before the 5, before the radical rebirth came. And whatever it was in a challenge because it wasn't lined up by the book. Father said it was self-serving. And maybe did you know, did the wheat know that it was self-serving? Yes. Not listen to self. Yeah, and we do that. I done been there before. All of us have, Father. Yeah, because you have to recognize, first of all, that your highest self is in the kingdom, and that's what's guiding you. People say your gut feeling, your internal voice, you know, my conscience was speaking, telling me, don't do this. And we don't always listen. We just don't. And half the time we don't. Most of the time we don't listen, do we, Father? No, we don't. We don't listen. And then we just be, then when the self who didn't listen to the self and that's telling you don't do that, or it needs to be lined up in a different way, our pseudo self, the part of us that we think is the real us, will start to justify and reason. Like, again, oftentimes with humans are being human, the flaw in that is our ability to reason. And we will reason ourselves right out of the right thing to do and put ourselves in a challenge of doing the right thing, of doing it by the book. Is that right, Father? Yeah, because we will reason, and we will reason, the pseudo self will reason with the real self, and your true self not gonna argue with you. It's not gonna argue with you. When it say don't do that or don't go that way, and you start talking to it, justifying why you should, it's done. Is that right, Father? Yeah, it's done. It's not going to reason with you because it already spoke. The am that I am spoke to you already. It's not going to keep telling you the same thing. Y'all have seen me. I asked the Father a question and Father gave me an answer. And then I had to sit there, re-ask. If Father will not say nothing. Father, like, I just answered you. Now, if you didn't hear me, you didn't understand me, you need to ask a different question. Is that right, Father? Yeah. I need to ask for clarity. I need to ask for further revelation. I need to say, you know, Father, I'm not, okay, well, then maybe I need mercy and grace to have more time and sit with you so that I could discern. Maybe it's not time for me to move on this thing just yet because I could end up in a situation that's going to cause me to be error. That's going to cause an error. Right? It's not for my highest good. And when we can't see that, we can lean into that area. And that's what I feel like happened. And whatever it was that wasn't lined up led you into this radical rebirth right here, beloved. And you taking responsibility for something else that others did. You know, that blame is holding you up and you still ruminating on it, and it's giving you a challenge now to get to your happiness. That serendipitous space. That 1 and 8 is a 9. That's next level, a level up. And you're going to have to make a choice, beloved, because now you at a fork in the road. Okay? You at a fork in the road. And yeah, we as a collective fork in the road to choose the highest good or continue in this same conformity. Same conformity, leaning on to self or leaning on to spirit. Are we going to lean into spirit or are we going to lean into self? And continue to watch that, which way you're going to go. It's not self. I know it's not the true self. I'm referring to the pseudo self. Is that better, Father? The pseudo self. Yes, leaning into pseudo self or the flesh. Right? Or our spirit, our true self, our essence. And really get this thing lined up by the book. Because a radical rebirth is taking place. It's taking place. And you cannot continue to blame, to either issue blame or blame and point fingers, you, I feel is a part of it, or accepting blame onto self for what somebody else did to you because you didn't recognize it, and it's just causing this chaos going on and on and on. Either I didn't see it, or cannot see it, what's coming because of what happened in the past, and it's stuck. You don't have no true forward motion because you keep, it's like I feel your wheels go backward and then they go forward at the same pace and the same distance, so you still end up in the same spot. Is this it? No. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay. Is this? No. This? Okay. Whew. That's some energy on that, y'all. That's some energy on this card. I don't know what this is, but it's some energy on this. Chaos and conflict. What did I say? Somebody is going through it, yo. Somebody feel like that. Either the collective. Father say the collective. It's chaos and conflict. That's what it was. Chaos and conflict. 6. Chaos and conflict. Because this right here is really a zebra underneath it, and it's looking like a giraffe. If you could see this visual, check it out for real. You see underneath that zebra is painted as a giraffe. It is not a giraffe. It is taking on conformity and layers that do not belong to it, and it is causing chaos and confusion. And the ability to come out of the chaos is in a challenge, because the ability to do things by the book, to get back into alignment, I feel, is in a challenge. And it's accepting the blame. It's a blame game. A radical rebirth is taking place with the blame, with either the pointing fingers or pointing the fingers like back and forth. This is the issue, and it's keeping from getting to this serendipitous place right here. And there is a choice that's coming up. Spirit self, leaning into the spirit, or leaning into the world, the conformity, the flesh, the whatever you want to say it. Me, myself, and I, the low, the bad, the low, the high, however you want to categorize it. Father versus not the Father. Spirit versus the flesh. Unmanifest or the manifest. You know, past, future, present, the now. Are you going to choose to be in the now and let go of the past, because all that past is gone, and you can use the energy of the past to propel yourself forward, to move upward, to ascend, Father says? Yes. Is this it? Yeah. Orphan, feeling alone. Feeling alone. Choosing. You have to make a choice. Again, another 5. Orphan, radical rebirth. Both 5 options. 5 energy. 5 energy. And when you're going through a radical rebirth, you can't feel alone. Because you don't even feel like you know yourself anymore. You don't know the pseudo self is changing because it's being required to strip away things that's in the mindset that no longer aligns to it. It has to change. It's being forced to change. That's why you feel so much conflict. Is that it for this deck, Father? Is there anything else? No. Ashe. Yeah. Yeah. The these two here, this energy, radical rebirth here, with this orphaned energy, gonna make you feel like you are going through this alone, this change. Or maybe you have to go through the change alone. No. Spirit said, well, I know you're not alone because you have your spiritual self that you need to go in and lean on that. Sometimes Father will strip physical people away from you or push them out of your life or misalign them and pull you back. I feel Father is pulling me back. Not necessarily pushing people away, but pull you back so that you can go through this change, so that you can get in alignment. So maybe you need to see what was not aligned that was causing this chaos and conflict that you got here. Something wasn't aligned. Something was not by the book. Is that right? No. The past. Now. The past. Somebody in the past. Is it? Ooh, is that what it is? Is it one week? Is it multitudes that's going through this? Is it a family? Oh. Okay. Okay, y'all. Is that for the whole lot? Is that for a specific week? Ah. Can I say no? Okay. Okay. So, there's been a transition here. There's been a death, a transition in the past. Can I say that? Yes. And this transition in the past has left a scar, serious scar. And whatever this transition happened, there's something in it that by the book and being aligned and in alignment wasn't a challenge. Don't know what those details are. But it caused a radical change, not only for one person, I think, but probably in this whole group. It's a rebirth, a whole change. Hey, Sash, this is Sasha. I told y'all when I'm channeling, she likes to come up. So it caused a radical change, and it's still ongoing. And whatever happened with this transition, people have blame. Or one person is taking on a lot of blame. Either they are blaming or they are pointing the fingers and going back and forth between blaming others and blaming themselves, blaming others and blaming themselves. And Father is saying that this energy has passed away, they've transitioned. Father says that source takes life only. There is potential, all past. Is it the beginning? Now move forward. Is that right? Yes. So Source is saying there is no blame on you or the others. Is that right? Because Source is the only one that gives and takes life. Is that right? For your purpose, for your design, for your will. Is that right? Yes. And we have no awareness or understanding of what the Father's will is or design when that life is taken or how it is taken. And oftentimes it causes us the conflict because we can't see the Father's design. Is that right? Yes. Okay, because we can't see Father's design. But when we release and know that nothing is ever lost. That life is held in creation, is held in the source. It was called back to source. And it rests with the source always, yes? Or will it return? Well, we won't go into that. Is that right? No. So we're going to stop there. So, as to not offend or push away, yes. So, your serendipity, getting back to balance, getting back to happiness, is about the ability to release and let go of the past. To release and let go of the past. Yeah. And you're at a place where you must choose to do that, to release it, and come out of this loneliness. Because you have the power. You have the power to save you. You do. To let it go. Because it's stuck. I feel like stuck. And Father says you have to let it go. That balancing, breathing, up one side, out the other, in that side, out the other, and get yourself back stable, back to balance. I feel Father is trying to say. So maybe on this day, the reminder that we are coming into, or we're being given, is that although someone has left our physical presence, they have not left our spiritual presence. They are still held with us all in creation. We are whole. We are complete. We are whole and we are complete. And the ability to line that up and come into alignment with that will help resolve the conflict and the chaos, reduce the blame, and let the past go. Because things have radically changed. They are radically changing. And this cycle is going to come to an end. And you have to choose whether you're going to remain in this space or whether you're going to come out of it. The choice is up to you. And yeah, because Father says you have the ability to save yourself. You have the ability to save yourself. The Father is with you. Your spirit self is with you. Your connection to the infinite intelligence, wisdom, the principal thing is with you. You have all the tools. Maybe just again going back to that beginning of radical rebirth and lining things up by the book, right? Just getting back into alignment. Back into alignment, Father says. Releasing the blame. Release the blame. We may not understand why what happens. And it can make us feel left out and alone and, in the cold. But when we surrender it all to the is, like I can't change it. No matter what I do, I can't change it. I have to accept that this is it is. And know that I'm still whole and I'm complete. I'm whole and I'm complete. And I'm new. I'm different. I've been radically reborn. Radical change, I feel. Right? You're going to come out looking like nothing that your people didn't even know. They're not even going to know you. But it's a part of this serendipity. And that's a part of the challenge. But to make the choice to let go of the past, to let go of the past, to choose the future, to choose the going forward. Is that right, Father? Choose the going forward. Choose to release. Choose to surrender it. Choose to offer it up and sacrifice, to gift it. Not even just sacrifice it, but to gift it. To joyfully give your grief. Joyfully give your pain. Joyfully give the hurt and the betrayal, the sadness, the depression. I feel Father is pulling me down like depression. To give it, gift it, offer it, I feel. Offer it up to the Most High. And sit down, Sasha. To offer it up to the Most High is Most High says they're waiting. Most High is waiting for you to offer it. Waiting to receive it. Yeah. Waiting to receive it. So on this day, will you choose to offer it? On this day, will you choose to offer the hurt, offer the betrayal, offer the pain and the grief and the depression and the anxiety? Offer it back to the Father and receive the grace and the mercy and the love, the newness, the refreshness, the re-energizing, the revitalization that will come with this radical rebirth. You will be reborn. Once you choose to offer it to the Father, you will be reborn. Staff in hand, energizing crystal, tools ready to go. I see company. I see not necessarily day ones, but people in your life that's going to have your back. When I say your back, ain't nobody going to be rolling up on you just no any kind of way. Is that right, Father? No. What am I saying wrong? Help. Yes, they're going to have help. Yes. Will their help also be protection? Yes. Your help will also be protection. I told y'all, if I don't say it the way Father says, he'll be like, no, that's not what I said. So Lottie said, ain't nobody just going to be rolling up on you because you're going to have company and help and they going to have your back. Father said they going to help and your protection. Okay. Is that right, Father? And are we good? Did I get everything out, Father? Yes. Is this done according to your will? Yes. And by your authority do we put the ashe on it, because we came to bring heaven down to earth, to align ourselves, our will with thine will, for the sake of the source, for the source's will to be done. And in this case, this person that transitioned away, source is saying that they were called, they were pulled back home for the source reason, for the source. Life is to and from for the source. Nothing takes and nothing gives but the source. And that's what this was. So release the blame. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Choose to let it go. Choose to offer it. Choose to offer it. I feel somebody being so deep in grief and despair, like back and forth, like you go down in it and then you come out, and then you go down in it and then you come out. And either way, can work maybe just a little bit every day with offering up the remnants of it. Every time it come up, offer it out. Offer it up to the Most High, to the source. Because that's what's needed to help get you to this radical rebirth. It is. Yeah. Yeah. Father said that's the challenge in you being reborn. Holding on to it. It's not, Father says let it go. Release. I just felt my arm go. Hold it on and then just release. Release it. Offer it to the Father. Father says, source says, waiting. It is waiting to receive it. Waiting to receive it. Okay? Okay. So this is today's episode here on the Taresandwheattarot show. Okay, y'all. I hope y'all got through it with me, and it was okay. You know, is there anything else that we need to say, Father? No, we're gonna. Can you give us the authority? Can we stand on your authority? Yes, we stand on your authority to do what? And it is so. I'll say that thing. That's right. And it is done. It is done. You know, and you will come out. But choose, beloved, choose to offer up the remnants of that past, transition, that past hurt. It's definitely there. And to get it out and to release it. And meditation will help. That breathing. Again, it's positive and negative. Positive, negative. Up, blow it out. Breathe it in, blow it out. And if it helps, what I had to do to kind of get the flow of it and feel it is block one side. You know, you still got this. You will actually feel the change in the air energy in your mind, in your brain space. You can feel it energize your mind differently. Try it. If anything, you'll be like, this feels funny, it looks funny, let me see what it do. Everybody doing hacks on TikTok. It's a meditation hack. Plug one side of your nose and breathe in. See what happened? That blue snot on the floor. Come on, Father. Father said that is it for y'all. Okay, y'all. Okay. I'm going to do my granny today. I'm going to do granny. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I love y'all just like I love me. Until the next time on the Taresandwheattarot show, this is your girl, Lottie, okay? And if you like this vibe, go ahead on and subscribe, right? And we can really have some fun if you hit that little bell, you know what I mean? And just let them little messages and alerts come through every time we put up an episode. That's what happened, all right, y'all, okay? Until the next time, I love y'all. I love y'all just like I love me. Just like I love me, okay? All right, y'all. Ashe. Mwah.